That was the most painstakingly self-aware desk segment I think I've ever seen.
In a good way?
I'm not sure, to be honest. There were some positives, there were some negatives.
Yeah. Well, either way, we've got some positives coming up. We've got TyLoo, who are looking hot right now. Even with a standard map, they're looking like they could actually win this thing. Not the tournament, maybe this game.
Okay, fair enough. I don't think the tournament either, but listen, I'm on. If I can jump on the Vegas Golden Knights bandwagon, I can jump on the TyLoo bandwagon.
It's true. They are looking quite sharp right now. They've got a standard in the form of AE. He was actually pretty decent, but I think you were most impressive. Accurate yesterday.
Accurate had a heck of a play to close out the second map against Navi.
That was crazy, wasn't it? The 1 versus 3, we thought, okay, it's definitely going to overtime now, but no, he denied everything. And it will be TyLoo starting on the CT side here on Train. It's the mousesports pick, but TyLoo certainly can play it. I think we saw they had an 80% victory ratio in the last 3 months, but they only played it 5 times. So maybe with the standard, it might be a little bit weak. They probably haven't practiced it at all, but we'll see. Mousesports certainly the favourites, but we know TyLoo are capable of an upset here. We'll have a look at the bye as we get into the first half of this best of 3. It's going to be 3 sets of armor for Mousesports. Chris J with the smoke, the flashbang. He's actually given Oscar a little deagle there as well. So the in-game leader allowing his star player to explore his options on this long-range map. He'll be challenged at the very start, goes down to 50 HP before he can even fire off a bullet there.
Worthy of note that AE picked up the secondary AWP a number of times yesterday, so Mo not being here, he still brings that weapon out to the table. Sunny, good start. Stico as well. Immediately, somebody goes down. DD responds, doubly so as he walks back out to the sites. That's going to give AE a bit more grace inside by the bomb train. He can work from Z connector, but more importantly, perfect timing to snap over to it. Bintet has gone around behind. Sunny spots up DD and already on the case has realized the flank was possible. Puts Bintet down to just 1 HP, and that's all they've got left to fight the round. Low enough HP on 3 of them that he could pull it off, but it would take perfect positioning and timing on his behalf. Smoke to work with. Has a kit, but no armor. And he's gone to check B, and perhaps he's going to just try and stay alive at this point in time.
He's got a diffuse kit, a smoke. That's obviously going to be valuable in the next round. He can't win on 1 HP, right? So I might as well see if there's a free kill. If he wakes up at the pop dog, anyone comes out the ladder can't shoot him, right? So it makes the most sense to hide in that position. He's actually going to make his way towards T spawn, and you just hold on to that bit of kit. Obviously, the diffuse kit worth $400, the smoke $300. So certainly worth it when you know you're just guaranteed to die if you go for anything more than that. So there's going to be 3 players surviving from Mousesports, we think. We'll see if Sticker goes down here. He's going towards T-Spawn. Bintet's just waiting. Sticker did recover the deagle as well, just to note. Didn't really have much impact, but it is going to be recovered. Did he die?
Yeah, the 1 HP. He went down.
It's a shame.
So yeah, he would have had to gone pretty much all the way to spawn. And obviously he was being babysat. So that was never going to happen. He loses the kit. 1 HP from that range. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, not ideal. And it will be the force buy with the CZs, but watch out.
They know he died, by the way, too, because I didn't catch who it was that was watching the doorway. They spotted the kit, which he would have known wasn't there 2 seconds prior.
Right, so it'll drop down on the floor. Well, there we go. It's going to be CZs and 3 HEs, presumably used towards main entrance here. Sunny could be in trouble. Oh, he takes a lot of damage, but he doesn't quite go down. He's going to be knocking down the barrel at 29 HP, but it doesn't phase him. Matt, he still walks out towards that main entrance, takes one down. Somebody gets wrecked by the AK. And it's an early 5 versus 4. Grenades towards the Olaf area. Does actually connect towards Accurate. And it's going to be sticking out wide to receive a couple of players here. There's the first. Doesn't quite anticipate the second, but there it is. Got to find that with ease, and that's going to be the round complete, really. Just Bintet and Accurate to try and find a consolation frag at this point. Try and take some money out of the pockets of Mousesports. We'll see if that's a possibility at all. Bintet, as the guys mentioned, Yanko made quite a bold claim of saying he's the best player on the server right now. So in terms of form, I think he meant. So that does
form
bode
for
well.
sure. Yeah, when you've got Rops in there, when you've got Oscar in there, that's a pretty big praise. So
I think in terms of like pure like talent, you could definitely make that claim. Like he is very exceptional in terms of firing the guns, and like the movement looks great.
Mechanics.
In terms of like experience, I think that kind of molds a player a lot as well. So yeah, definitely mechanics. He's definitely up there. He's going to be quite explosive on a map like Train. We'll find out.
It's a pretty keyboard.
Which one? The pink one?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty in pink. Yeah, it's nice. I think that's one of the Razor ones. I'm not sure. They did a pink range last year. Who knows? Either way, we're into the third and one of the most boring rounds we'll have in the entire map. It's the third round eco where the CTs can't really buy a single thing. They haven't spent a single dollar here. So AE will get destroyed first by that AK, and it's a bit of a free-for-all. Who gets the frags is pretty much all we're going to be talking about. Oscar might get dropped here. He does indeed. Accurate finds him with the USP. Somebody in Ben 10 to hold up as Robs fires towards a dead body there. Round is complete. This is whether they lose another player or not. Ideally not, but it does happen. Chris J is dropped. An overall bonus round available for them going forward. And it's up to somebody to try and find one more kill. 2 on a full eco is not bad at all, really. I'll have a look as to whether the CTs can get the orbs out. They can. Accurate didn't fully invest, so he can certainly bring out the sniper. Massive problem, though. They've got one of the most deadly duos up against them right now in the whole of the game. Chris J and Oscar on a map like Train, so orb-centric. It could be a lot of trouble. And they've gone straight in for a double orb setup on the CT side. Matt, what do you think about that?
Back to you in the studio.
That's why I got on a bit of a monologue. I didn't want to keep going. I kind of casted the whole anti-eco.
No, that's fine. You're allowed to do so. It's bold. I understand why they did it. We talked to, I guess I mentioned it briefly. We didn't really talk about it, but the fact that AE was bringing that out for them yesterday, they elected to use it quite frequently early on against Na'Vi in Map 1 as well. So it doesn't surprise me, but it does concern me, obviously, on the CT side more so because Accurate's gone down without a shot fired, that they've invested that heavily early on.
Oh, that's such a crisp shot from Crispy J. As he'll take down the first player. That's the double orb setup, completely rattled. Just up to AE now. Accurate certainly the star sniper, but at this point, mousesports can just hold up. Slow default. Nothing really has to happen. You can see the bomb all the way back at T-spawn. They've got this opening advantage. It's such a massive deal as well. Especially in that first gun round. The CT's force spot in the second. Oscars has found another. They force buy in the second. They're going to be hamstrung going through this first gun round. They don't have the full array of utility. Sure, they've got the double orb set up out, but the compromises have to be made. You can see no kits now. And a 5 versus 3 with one flashbang. Someone needs to be making a play. They can't just sit back and rest on their laurels here. Someone has to make something happen. Pushing towards main entrance, steal a kill away, or you're going to get picked apart. One by one, as exactly what's happening right now, and TyLoo just going to roll over in this round. I'd love to see a replay of that first kill from Chris J. I don't know where it came from. It sounded exciting, though.
Sounded exciting.
And we'll find out, as DD is just lying in wait, really.
The first kill of the round that he got, that was Accurate.
Yeah, he's the AWPer as well.
Yeah, that was at Ivy.
Okay, well, they just straight up faced him, just blasted him.
Yeah, not even a shot fired. I think that's the one you're referring to, I believe.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that was the opening pick. We kind of saw it. We saw it from a different perspective. Stick go. Top of the bomb. This round done. DD's going to save his M4. Neither of the AWPs. In fact, I just saw, yeah, they're shuffling guns around. I'm wondering, yeah, they are going to pick it up. Okay. Double up. Going to go the way of mousesports for the next round. I say that, and then they lose 2 chasing down DD, who manages to get a few kills to his name, and again, therefore, will save the M4. They haven't actually gone to the double op. They've shuffled guns enough. I think Chris was holding an angle. I couldn't see where he was on the map, but at the end of the day, they decide one op on the T side is more than enough, and that's exactly what they stick with.
There we go, 4-0.
I shouldn't say more than enough. It is enough.
It is enough. We'll have a look as to whether this M4 will cause any sort of damage. They can't really bring much more than pistols around it. With the maximum loss bonus coming to the next round, it should be... I thought a lot more than that. I thought they could at least go for some PT50s, not this 3D4. There it is. Somebody's going to pick one up at the end, realizing that Henry's right.
Henry's right. Henry's always right.
Exactly. And we'll see whether they can get anything done here. It's up to DD, really, obviously, with the rifle. But you can see mousesports having a bit of a free-for-all. Maybe a little overzealous, considering there's a rifle available to them. But I'm sure Sunny's more than capable of making this possible as he makes his way out towards the main entrance. Stickers at the E-box, dropping the utility, and I'm sure some kills are coming any second now.
So Accurate sits to the back of the train. Stick go. We'll work around it. It's Binted instead that actually catches him off looking toward where Accurate's playing. And not so accurate when you're on a ladder. He tries to lunge himself forward off of it, and Chris J is waiting with the AK-47. Speaking of, he'll try and wrap around, but DD is wise to it, and that M4 they carried over is causing problems. They've got it back to a 3 versus 3, and an AK picked up, missed shot from Oscar. Not too common. I take that back, actually. He hit DD and was traded by AE. We switched just as the shot went off, so I thought he missed in order to go down, but he hit the first, lost the second. It's Rops remaining in a 1 versus 2, 6 HP.
Yeah, a bit too keen to frag there for my liking. mousesports, you could see they were all kind of tunnel vision on finding those kills. Everyone not really working in tandem, just kind of facing a choke point, not really deploying the utility, and down they went. Great work with the CZs, but you've got to be very careful. I always want to treat them like gun rounds, regardless of what kind of weaponry they have. But now it's Rops left to the 2 versus 1. Very low HP. He's going to have to try and Pick them apart one by one here. If he goes up towards Heaven, he could be within a shout, but he doesn't really have the time to check it. So that's the problem. So he'll make his way towards the bomb trade. He can't win this now, unfortunately. He can't even plant at this stage. So that's the round over, and TyLoo will be picking it up. Bit of a shame. This is a great start for mousesports. They lose to that one rifle. And, of course, the CZs and that PG-50. So there it is. TyLoo on the board now as we get into the game properly. They'll have plenty of money at this point. They've managed to pick up an AWP, and there'll be a pause from TyLoo. It's technical. We've had a lot of technical pauses today. I heard Anders and Jason having some very interesting conversations this morning. I'm not sure if you caught them last night. They were talking about their favorite kind of shoes. Anders likes the light-up shoes, and you walk around, you get lights and LEDs. You a fan of those?
I used to be jealous of all the kids that had them in school.
Your parents never got them for you?
No.
Jason said he's a big fan of soap shoes. You know what those are?
No.
They are like roller skates with no wheels. So they have like a grind plate on them. Like
right. I think they used to call it, they had the Heelys as well that had a wheel in the back.
they talked about that as well.
Yep,
Anders wants to get adult Heelys. I
Adult
can't really
Heelys.
imagine him on them.
The company's gone.
Really?
Yeah, the Heelys is, as far as I know, Heelys is gone because they weren't distributing when I used to work at Cleve Source for Sports way back in the day to all the Maritimers, you know what that is. And they stopped distributing them in the warehouse, had a boatload of them left in the warehouse.
It was like a flash in the pan, weren't they? That's like,
yeah,
they came out,
they tried
crazy for a year.
Well, they tried to blow them out of clearance sales. I wouldn't be surprised if they still have a warehouse full of them, so maybe contact them if you want to
still going. I want to see if I can get some adult Heelys.
Oh, they are still going. You're right. They have a website
adults,
again.
Here we go.
Maybe it was just the distributor shut down in Canada. I'm not sure, but they certainly were not selling.
They do adult ones, Matt. So maybe we should get on this.
You haven't asked me my favorite. What's your favorite shoe?
They do lights up Heelys. Oh my! That's my favorite.
That is Jason and Anders in one.
Yeah, I'm gonna order it right now for him. So that's my favorite shoe. Now, what's yours then? Go on.
Vibrams, the five-fingered Vibrams.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one's like a glove.
Yeah,
for your foot.
Exactly.
Yeah, they look weird. Like I'm sure they're super comfy. They look odd.
The
fact you can see the separate toes.
The thing is, I actually have a pair. I'm not even just. They're not my favorite shoe. I'm trolling a little bit, but they are really good for what they are, and I wore them for boating and beach and hiking and all sorts of things. And they're not comfortable unless you get used to them. And I know that my friend, for example, has a different foot size than I do and longer toes, whatever. He can't even wear them, whereas I can comfortably wear them, no problem.
Okay, these are only $75. So
for light up Heelys, can we all get them?
I think we should. We should like send them an email and say, look, this is going to be worth its weight.
You know who I think would actually enjoy them thoroughly?
Parla?
I never thought of it. Yes. Yeah, you're not wrong. Machine.
Yeah.
Alex would 100% wear those with his little fanny pack and just say that he's trailblazing and trend-setting and put it on Instagram.
That sounds good. All right, well, I'm glad we cleared that up. You know what your favorite shoe is now. We know what mine is. I kind of was just using their conversation as an example. We kind of adopted it into our own, which is good. I feel like technical issues are a bit of an issue, though. I haven't really heard what the problem is. It may be like a team speak thing. We have the coaches behind. But headsets are still on, which is a good sign. It's as soon as they come off and people start like reclining the chairs back, that's when you know you've got a serious problem. When that happens...
Unless it's JDM and then it's just all things are normal.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't seen him for a while.
I'd be more concerned if JDM's chair was straight up.
Yeah, well, no, that's when you know things have gone horribly wrong. But all the headsets off, and he looks a little bit too comfortable. This could be a problem.
Oscar doesn't show emotion. I don't know how you can read that.
Well, I'm just looking at his posture. He looked comfortable to me. So there's Sonny. Looks a little bit worried. I'll have to go on the server logs now. I'll see if they're having a chat. Let's see what's going on. See if I can bring some information to you. So if you're just joining us, this is the third best of 3 of the day. We have a total of 4. It's an ambitious schedule. Sometimes can go on very late. Last time I think they were here till around midnight. We're going to try and break that record tonight. This is a good start. So they haven't said a thing. Tech the Horse.
Ready.
PC lag. Okay, so AE's PC was lagging.
They've said ready. Unpause.
We're good to go. So there it is. That's the fun segment out of the way. Back to the serious business. It is a CT start for TyLoo. They were 4-0 down, but they just won the pistols and one saved M4. Their scoreline currently resides at 4-1. And the money actually pretty healthy on both teams. We'll have a look as to whether the orbs have come out. I'm sure they have. It's the AWP for your boy Oscar. And the double orb set up once again for AE and Accurate. So that's where they want to be. That's where they feel like they'll be their strongest. As Matt mentioned, AE was the second orb yesterday against Na'Vi. Accurate certainly stole the show, though. AE boosted up towards the connector right now, looking towards the entrance.
And double up again. I didn't catch if they carried that over or not, which ones were carried and which ones weren't, but it's a reset round in potential, a 4-round reset that could go against TyLoo. So big investment yet again. 1 AK carried over for somebody at least. Oscar on his own AWP. Trying to work out toward Ivy with Chris J. Somebody goes in. Sticko's already down, Pop Dog, so occupying the tight corridor, and that's going to work out to an easy headshot for the AK-47. Give mousesports a very sustainable man advantage with a minute to go.
Yeah, they had this before in the first gun round, and they certainly capitalized upon it. It will be the 5 versus 4 now, and you can see the CTs probing a little bit more aggressively at this point, trying to find the response kill. It'll be accurate to really push the envelope in that regard. As he looks towards main entrance right now, does hit the shot. Sunny down to 38 AP. He'll have to fall back, but time is now ticking away. It's becoming a bit of an issue. They haven't really got that much control. They have got towards the end of Ivy. We're an outside finish by the looks of things, but Accura's got a great position here, and the terrorist won't have much of a say if he's hitting shots like this. He's going to get 2. Lovely work. Makara here. Can't quite find the third, though. 3 versus 2. Bented and Didi to try and recover the situation.
Bomb. Scooped up by Rops. Bintet hugging the bomb train has problems because he's going to hear the plant. That's when Oscar could easily slip around. He doesn't because he doesn't hear him jumping up. Bintet gets Rops. Oscar does have patience on display on his AWP. He knows exactly where Didi is as well with the kill onto Chris. Didi has a little bit less information, though he does know roughly where Oscar was, trying to shoulder bait a shot from the AWP, and he's going to get closer. The closer he gets, the better his chances, but it's Oscar, and he's very patient to fire the shot.
Yeah, that's really well played by Oscar. Very disciplined, very patient, absolutely so. Listening out for those sound cues, he got plenty of them, and as soon as the incendiary's thrown, he knows he's got a couple of seconds at that point. Just to peek, get some intel. As soon as he does it, he finds the player with the knife out in transition towards the bomb, and he jumps. That's your natural reaction, especially with your knife out. He's going to have to jump and hope he misses the shot. Oscar, though, times it, makes sure he waits till he's at the peak of the jump, the apex, and clicks, takes him down, pins him to the wall, and it will be 5-1 on a reset as well. The CTs are going to take the eco. It's not too much of a devastating reset considering they did win their eco round before. They're sat around 2K per player right now, so a couple of them maybe a 3, yeah. Somebody is, and accurate to 4K, so he can bring out the orb next round at the $1,900 coming into the next. 5-1, but there's always a chance of these CZs and Deagles. It's just the nature of the beast these days, and mousesports, certainly a team that do struggle against pistols at the time. I've cast them plenty of times now, and it seems to be one of the weaknesses in their game sometimes, just overcompensating when they're up against pistols, maybe overthinking the situation instead of just playing a default.
Sonny already out from Pop Dog, has gone directly by AE. Now this could be a problem. From pistols, they don't have the range, but that problem aside, they could have a bigger one in the fact that they've given up so much position toward Z Connector that they may not be expecting. And here we go, easy rotation. They did slow, so perhaps he did call he left that spot open temporarily, and they were wise to it, but it's the bomb planted, a 5 versus 2, and the pistol's insufficient as TyLoo couldn't close out the last round. I say insufficient, they found 2 quick kills. Bombs still not down.
Yeah, this could be problematic, actually. Now, they've got rifles as well. AE, that was the shot that really had to count. Should be fine now for mousesports, but TyLoo certainly made things a little bit uncomfortable there, and Oscar hits another nice shot. He is starting to make his way up the ranks at this point. He's currently top fragging on 7 kills and 3 deaths. Just beneath him, Sticko. Actually, everyone's beneath him. Everyone's on 6 frags, apart from him. So, great team effort from mousesports. It's going to be Didi at the very top for TyLoo, and everyone else kind of dragging behind at that point. 3 and 2. For the other 4 players. So we'll have a look as to what the next round brings. I don't think it'll be a very strong buy from TyLoo, maybe 1 orb. Certainly compromises will be made. So you can see the FAMAS, no kits. The AWP's in, but Didi and AE have almost no utility whatsoever. This should be a mousesports round. It's going to take some real nice shots here from the CTs to stand a chance. There's a good one. Somebody does find the first from the bomb train, and now 4 versus 4.
Sticko tries to work back out from the smoke. Didi has gotten behind him in Pop Dog, which I think is an easy shot, a certain kill, I should say. Bintek gets Rop, Sticko responds, and there it is. Patience! Oh, almost too soon to look away. The goddamn M4, without its one-shot potential, nearly catches him out, but he makes do.
If he had a CZ, that would have killed him straight away, so that's fine.
Let's not get into all of that, shall we?
It's fine.
So Oscar in a 1 versus 2, AWP, bomb, and P250, which he has drawn because he's clearing the hallways on the way to the inner site.
And he do move faster.
Good point as well. He has ample opportunity, but wants to get there in due time to take advantage of the fact the site's open. He's not convinced, but he'll plant away from default, further up in the site. So this suggests as well that he's going to stay aggressive with the AWP rather than trying to play the high ground. Did he hear the rotation? He did not.
Oh, God.
Spots him. Does he? That might have been a 4x3 moment. I think he was even inside that range. So Oscar, perhaps preoccupied with the fact he was pulling out an nade, gets dinked down to 12 HP. They've lost track of him. However, DD does still find him sneaking up before the op could be fired.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it was. I'm not sure what res he uses, but it looked like we could cleanly see him, and there's a bit of a slow reaction there from Oscar. But either way, it will be 6-2, and it will be the bomb being planted. The money's okay for mousesports. Actually, pretty strong on 2 players. You've got 9k for Oscar, Rob 7. See, 2 of them around 3k, so you can definitely distribute the wealth out accordingly. But TyLoo starting to make the mark on the server now. Need to start posting consecutive rounds, though. Break down mousesports, so they have to go for that eco at this point. But be a couple of FAMASs for TyLoo. Only 2 players surviving there, but still with that double orb setup. So it'll be somebody in Bentet on the lesser rifles, and AE and Acura once again with the snipers. My goodness.
Oscar, good shot on accurate already.
Yeah, that's from the pallets looking above the actual train itself. I'll have a look.
That's what, yeah, I was trying to spot the angle on that. Either way, success. So he was actually inside aiming down toward Ivy. That's right. He was forward of the boxes trying to peek the same angle in return. Doesn't work out. So Accurate's been gone, or rather taken down a few times early on. AE, I thought that was going to hit. Just barely misses Oscar's shoulder. And he's not willing to relent. He'll continue to push up because somebody is aiding in that push. He may need to get closer, though. I thought he was going to get immediately to the door so he could swing for the trade. He still gets it. Sonny tries to flash himself in. Not caught with somebody. And now they've gotten Rops in behind the position where somebody formerly was, but he didn't get there in time in which he could swing out and take the shot. So somebody gets on top of the blue train. He can cover both angles. Doesn't need to overcommit to the peak. And it comes to Bintet, who's picked up the AWP that was gone down. And unfortunately, it's not going to work in his hands either. We sit to 1 versus 4. And it's DD that has to be a hero. TyLoo cannot string consecutive rounds together.
Yeah, that's a massive problem, especially on the CT-sided train. We talk about new being CT-sided trains, definitely up there as well. It's why you always pick the CT side if you win the 9. Exactly what TyLoo did. You're expected to post at least like 9, 10 rounds, and anything beneath that, it's like, oh, it's going to be a little bit tight to even get close to this one, especially if you lose the pistol. Doesn't leave much breathing room, is what I'm trying to say. As it will be mousesports to pick this one up. But if DD can save a rifle again, we know what happened last time he did that. They managed to win the round because mousesports change their style up as soon as they go up against the pistols, and it always looks a little bit touch and go. But we'll see whether DD can actually hold on to the weapon. He currently is placed towards the pop dog area, just above it. Doesn't look like he'll get any action. He's still got 100 HP, so no danger of going down to the blast again. And I'll take an HG, no kit into the next round. But 4 players survive for mousesports. That's great news for them. They are pretty much going to be set for the rest of the half, because presumably we'll see either an eco here or a force buy from TyLoo. What are they going to go for? With the 1 rifle saved, they're currently set around $2,000. They can buy into the next round. They get 1,900 each into the next one. So I'd say the eco is more likely going to the next one. If it's just 1,400, they'd probably just force around it. But looks like it's the more conservative approach. As we enter round number 10 here. Indeed, just a 1 rifle, 1 CZ for accurate. They got an HG grenade, that's from the previous round. And Chris J operating very quickly here. Gets that Molotov down, and Oscar hits the first shot. CT focusing towards the Ivy this time, trying to push and catch someone off guard. I don't think anyone's there to receive it, though, so we'll have a look. But can't really justify pushing on the way down there as they fall back.
They will send Chris to hell. Positionally, not metaphorically. As he catches off DD and accurate. And I was going to say DD again, the one to carry over the M4. Finally, Bintek gets a response frag, but he's even being watched from afar by Sonny and therefore can't get forward to grab a rifle in return. Rops can't quite make the jump, clips the wall. Somebody hears him. It actually works out that he failed it because he thought he was up there.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Either way, it will be TyLoo now with another buy. I don't think double orb setup's a possibility. They'll have to once again make the compromises, and there's quite a few of them. A shotgun for DD, somebody on the UMP. AE has to go with a scout. This is a jumble sale buy. It's not looking too good for them. The scout, though, on train is actually quite effective. Double up with an SMG, might not be a bad combo. Shotgun presumably goes in towards that pop dog room. You'll see a lot of players use that weapon sometimes. We'll see whether it works out for him. Crochet, same sort of play he did last round with this time. Punished for it. Same story for DD though. Takes that shotgun towards inside, but he was the only player there, so they can capitalize on this. If mousesports are smart, they get inside quickly as possible. Push down towards that connector, and CT Sports start. Oh my goodness. Try and stop the transitional players from CT, and that's exactly what's going to be happening here. As Oscar does find one, there is a response from somebody, but Sticko surely got him. 3 versus 1 now, accurate. Stands little to no chance with this one.
Yeah, TyLoo is struggling on Train. You mentioned that they had a small sample size on which their stats were based off of. They haven't really played it that much.
With the full time lineup. This is with the standard as well, right? So that makes things even more problematic.
Absolutely. I mean, yesterday they overcame that quite considerably. I think Navi made some mistakes. Yeah, he just saw his feet, but accurate is anything but today. Certainly not having the same results, but he's got the bomb. No. 54-second spot to Oscar. 8 HP, but Oscar's got an AWP. You do not want to peek him twice. 3 kills in the round for Oscar. The first, a no-scope up close. The last to close it.
That was a little bit scary, wasn't it? Why were they so separated there? It looked like it was just a point of hunting for the last remaining CT, but Sunny loses the bomb. It almost gets problematic, but a safe pair of hands, as ever. Oscar to save the day with a beautiful shot towards the lower ramp and avoids an absolute tragedy there. But 9-2, TyLoo should be on the eco now, looking down the barrel of double digits. This is the mousesports pick, I'll give them that. And it is Inferno next. So with the stand-in, like we said, they only played 5 times, and I think that was online in the last 3 months. So with the stand-in, they probably played it 0 times, so it's understandable. Inferno, they'll feel a lot more comfortable. I think that's a bit of a TyLoo staple. As they go for the inside rush, you get a bit of a bird's eye view of the upper ramp here. This is what you should be doing against these. This is what my favorite anti-eco strat, because the CZs can't do anything to you. There's nowhere they can hide if you're on the board that upper ramp. You're more kind of vulnerable to deagles, I guess, but I prefer this strategy completely than just doing a default getting picked off by the CZs. You can hide absolutely everywhere on a map like Train.
Yep, Train is... It seems the most open map.
In Source Row, you used to be able to hide underneath every single train like this.
Yeah, in 1.6
crawl
as well.
Underneath them. It was an absolute nightmare. The map was so dark.
Keep in mind, with that feature as well, the former version of Train, where it was called T-Main or Z, the other side of Z, used to come out with a mid-pick directly linear to Z connector.
It was similar to Dust 2 sort of thing, right? It's like you both snipers at the very start of each round could just go challenge each other straight up. That was a lot of fun. But
it was fun, but I actually do prefer this version now.
Yeah, I think this version does make more sense. But it should be a CT-sided map, like we said. mousesports completely bulldozering TyLoo at this point, and you can see 10 frags for Chris J. Robson Sunny. I think that's what we're pointing at.
Just to go back to your point as well, Train seems the most open because there's no ceiling.
Sure.
Quite literally, there's no ceiling outside. It's very visually open, but there's very tight corridors within those trains. In fact, in some ways, it's the most closed-off map.
Yeah, just because there's so many obstructions outside and little places, ladders, you can even sit on the top of them and hide. That's even a viable hiding space for the CZ. You just jump off like Spider-Man and shoot your webs to death down their throats, you know. That doesn't sound... That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. I try to continue.
Is that what you call it?
Sometimes. Depends who I'm with. Either way, we'll get into round number 13, and it's going to be the double orb setup, but it's an inside execution. I like this adjustment from mousesports, but it looks like the CTs will be ready for this one. It's to be quite a clean round by the seeming of things here, but Sticko will get 1. Can he find any more?
Accurate. Bomb down at default. Is trying to snip up. What a great shot from Oscar. Again, he's quick, but this time he's outnumbered, and Bintet follows in the footsteps of his previously deceased teammate. Same angle, but Oscar's not ready for it. So finally, TyLoo gets a third, 10-3. Yet to string 2 rounds together back-to-back. We're on round 14. They don't have much more time in the first half to do so.
Yeah, they really need these last 2. What I've seen on Train so far, they look uncomfortable. It's not like mousesports are throwing a really detailed technical game with them, and it's unreal. It's pretty standard from them, and they're just kind of swarming them every chance they get. Oscar's doing very well indeed. He's on 15 kills, and there's still a couple of rounds to go here. Let's see if he can go for 20. As they'll focus more this time towards the Ivy position, bouncing the flashbang. That will be Sunny. Bentet this time inside the Pop Dog Room. We said he was a star player. He currently sits on 6 and 11, so anything but so far.
So, DD to start off the round. Oscar immediately responds into the other 2-letter name on the team. AE. Molotov, Sticko is going to actually force Bintet to make a decision. They have to smoke that out because he didn't want to go up the ladder. And he couldn't quite get away fast enough because he actually took a few steps onto the ladder. So it would have almost killed him, I think, if they didn't extinguish it. 44 HP left for him. DD's on 46 after his original exchange. Oscar's worked his way up Ivy. Additional smoke deployed as well to the back side of it. Accurate will not have a gap to work with, much as he wishes that he did. Another Molotov inside of Pop Dog. My goodness. From both sides, they've now Molotov that from above and from within the outer sight. That gives them range. Accurate finally gets a shot down toward Oscar, but Chris J is ready for his arrival as soon as he walked out. HP advantage, 2 versus 2, but HP advantage firmly to mousesports. 44 and 46 for Bintet and DD. And more importantly now for mousesports as well, the bomb has gone down. Foot shows, DD takes the shot, doesn't look for a different angle. Chris responds, and a one-on-one ensues. DD does not have a kit. There's one down, and I think it's near enough to the bomb to give him a bit of time to work with as we split to our one-on-one cam, and TyLoo finally get a back-to-back round.
There we go. Chris J, maybe a little bit too keen to be part of that scenario. He could have hung out on the connector, like you said, no kit. He obviously doesn't have that information, but he almost outplays himself by assuming that he's going to be right on that bomb. Nice long con there from DD, works his way around, finds him their 4th round. It's going to be 10-4 at this point. Final one coming through. I don't think mousesports have had the eco once so far. Just that lack of consecutive wins from TyLoo in general. Looking for 11-4 though. Will mousesports be able to do it? TyLoo get 10-5. I'd say, as I said at the beginning, I think that's possible, at least, if you win the pistol in the second half. You're right back in it, but 11-4 will be very difficult to make a recovery at that stage. We will see as the last round begins. We'll have a look at the buys as they come in. Here we go. Double up setup once again. You can still, though, Bintet still struggling to bring out any sort of grenades to this round. Maybe why he's been posting quite weak numbers by his standards, because he doesn't have the utility to really make anything happen with.
Flash out. Props trying to work his way toward the brown halls. Accurate's forced off the corner that is so powerful early in rounds with an AWP. Can pretty much anchor the B site with it. They've not gotten confident in doing so, or at least leaving him alone based on the fact he's pushed back. So DD will sit alongside. Gun shows Bintet. Sees it but can't do anything of it. Baited out his shots. He's going to have to concede. Surely he's got to be careful not to get a reload in with 2 above as well. They can fall down, but it serves to distract. And while that distraction occurs, DD slides up the brown halls, up the stairs, gets a kill, and falls away.
5 versus 4. Finally, a nice opening pick there from TyLoo. Got away safely. DD pick it up, and Accurate to hold strong on the upper ramp now. They can even leave him there if they want to. They've got a heavy focus here towards the pop, though. They've locked him in. Bintet finds the second, but a quick response from Sunny and Oscar. Levels the playing field down to a 3-on-3. 30 seconds remaining. It looks like an inside play from mousesports to finish things off here, but Accurate misses that one. But a nice incendiary does buy him a bit of time here. Somebody's going to guarantee this kill for himself. Bomb, though, still towards that pop dog, and I'm assuming that's where mousesports head towards now. That Accurate has shown himself towards that upper ramp. Indeed it is. And they'll get the plan at least. And the final round will have a nice 2-on-2 clutch to finish things off here.
No question, they go for it. Sunny, makes quick and easy work of Accurate. And AE is locked out in the smoke, hesitant to work through it, and that may actually reveal, just based on the timing, that that's where he is, because he didn't show anywhere else in the time that his teammate took a duel and didn't try and find an angle. Oscar's aware of it, gets the kill, and we go 11-4. mousesports, after 15 rounds, swap it over, and it might be quick work if mousesports pick up a pistol.
Indeed. That is very true. CT side, now if they win that pistol, could be an absolute nightmare. But we might have a bit of a technical delay here. One of the players has left. That was AE who was having the lag issues on the PC the first half, right? So maybe he's just going to have a quick restart, maybe swap the PC out. That looks like that could be a potential. These guys look keen to go out.
He may have made an agreement to say, tell you what, I'll play the first half, but fix it. So that looks like what they're doing now. Which is fair play to him if that's the case. Because that seemed like a preset pause. He left immediately at halftime.
Yes, you're right. They probably have another PC on standby, chuck his SSD in. It's still always going to take 5 to 10 minutes, I'd imagine, just to get him all set up. That's us speculating. Maybe they're just going to restart the PC. I don't know.
Well, it looked like they were digging in there. They've taken the camera away from us, Henry. We'll never know.
I'm going to see if I can get some intel. Okay.
Just go out there. Just walk out there for me, Hank.
So all we got is PC lag, AE PC. So we know that all the shoes are coming on. All right, Matt, you talk for a second. I'm going to just
Oscar's putting on shoes for a specific reason. Do not go to the bathroom Specifically a bathroom with urinals that has ricochet without shoes on. In a place like this, not recommended. The rest seem content and comfortable. mousesports should be comfortable. 11-4, good half. Chris J. often looking to pick up a second AWP. Might do the same in the second half. Didn't really want to do so on the T side. But are they? Can you not hear him, Henry?
No, I can't read it. We're changing a piece in the stage, but I guess we're going to keep talking.
Yes.
So that's, what did you say?
Okay, I didn't know if you could hear him because I heard the response.
Yep.
Okay. So it is a PC change. I thought you were flustered because you asked a question and I got the answer from the producer, and I thought you didn't.
No, I've got the answer now.
In.
So
okay.
we're going to change the PC. That is exactly the case. And we'll hopefully fix the issue at that point. Top fragger, I think, in general, was DD for TyLoo. 14 kills, not too bad. Ben said, though, that's the name that really didn't stand out at all, was it? 7 and 13. He should be there. The best player on the server right now in terms of the form we saw yesterday. But here's some replays for you. Sticko and Co getting it done. That's a very convincing first half on the T side. 11-4. And it means TyLoo in a very uncomfortable position. They have to win the pistol. This game's over, I'm afraid. And this mousesports pick, maybe that's to be expected, considering TyLoo, with the stand-in, didn't really play that much of this map before. Inferno should be a lot more exciting, I would imagine. And hopefully we'll see them turn up and maybe take us to a third map. We will see. I don't know. From what I've seen from TyLoo today, I know this map they don't really play, but they don't really seem that up for it. They don't really seem like they're going to be a team that's going to be competing with mousesports today, who look very good as a unit. Sunny, especially, hitting everything with the AK-47. Oscar's a beast with the orb. That's always a problem. Sometimes he's a bit hit or miss, that guy, but when he's on, it can be pretty unbelievable. Here's Chris J. We're looking at a bit of a reaction, not too happy with the situation.
Chris, yeah, he's been a little quieter in this game at 12 kills, but everyone's so close together. It's just Oscar that extends beyond. Chris looks relatively impatient with the situation right now, if I'm honest.
So A's back on the server. He finished with 2 and 13.
Wow. Wow.
Here's Fallen getting it done.
Is that a legitimate excuse? Oh, so we're going to
pop
into the other
That's
side.
nice.
SK Avangard.
We can do this.
We can cast the B stream while the B stream's casting the B stream.
Yeah, we definitely can.
The interesting aspect is we've just brought you this, but they've gone ready in our game, so we're going to switch back.
Well, at least we saw what was going on.
8-2 for SK.
Actually winning a game. It's kind of a weird thing to say. They really have been struggling. Like I was kind of assuming we'd go there and be like, oh god.
Henry, I'm back.
Yeah?
SK's back.
They're back. All right. Well, I hope they're back. I love that team. I want to see them back. But
I'm Cold Zero's personal trainer.
Yeah.
And now that I'm around,
okay, so now he's going to be back in shape. Here we go then. The second half of our best of 3 on the A stream. Stream Alpha. There will be forces of armor from mousesports for the Diffuse Kid smoke combo. And it looks like an inside play from TyLoo with the Molotov. That's what makes me think that. Use that in the post plan for the upper ramp. You can drop it directly on the bomb train with the bend door. But Oscar, he's so good at this sort of position. I'm kind of assuming he's going to get at least one, but does fall back somewhat and gets absolutely destroyed. So that's going to be their cue to go. And they're going to try and pounce on this inside bomb site. Rops can't hit anything just yet. And he might go down as well.
Sonny gets the shot on accurate.
Continues
to be a point of contention.
There we go.
And it does come in. AE, great shot. Finally getting another. And DD follows up on Sonny. I'm going to say that accurate going down has been somewhat recurrent of a problem, but they're dealing with it accordingly in this round. Ooh, the shots through the smoke nearly catches out AE 24 HP, but somebody has snuck in behind. He's got 8 shots. Surely he will. Even though he only gets the 1 of 2, he does enough damage and distraction to allow AE to get a doubled score. He's gone up to 4 frags, 2 in that round.
It's not bad.
They fixed it.
Well, there we go. It was the upper pick from... the Oscar went down to, he actually was hunting for information. As soon as he goes down, you can see TyLoo just pounce at that point, try to get down the lower ramp. They know with a player towards the upper ramp, it's likely he was alone. And he wasn't. He did have Sticker all the way back, or it was a Rops, I think. And they couldn't really do much about it at all on the retake. Bomb went down. It's actually very conservative from TyLoo. A lot of teams just run and plant straight away. They wanted to get their smokes down first. I feel like that wasted a bit of time, but they still win as they deploy their nades towards main entrance. No damage down there by mousesports. They've got their CZ and Deagles, and you've got Sunny, who's very scary with the CZ. And we'll see whether Oscar's Deagle can cause some damage here as well. But it's going to be an inside play from TyLoo. Like we said, going towards this upper ramp, it's always best with the rifles. No choke points to deal with. long-range angles, always going to favor you. And now Rob's left in a 5 versus 1, essentially, as they unload towards that inside bomb site. He has one nice shot, but that's all he gets, and that should be the round, considering the weaponry.
Good shot, Sticko.
Oh my gosh.
From range, Sonny's going to follow it up. The CZ's menacing. And it comes to a 2 versus 1. Thankfully, TyLoo have controlled the situation. They have a massive HP advantage over Sonny as well, and the bomb should be planted. Finally on top of it, they're going to even smoke it off. Uncertain after what had occurred. So TyLoo getting back-to-back rounds after winning the pistol to start off the second half. And they may find themselves with this and another at 11-7, and then mousesports would bring out the guns. I say may, because this round was close. You never know what can happen to the next one. However, as it is the CT side, it should be a full save for mousesports in the next round.
Well, Sonny will live to tell the tale here. He'll be towards the Ivy position. It's 11-6. TyLoo have done it. It was a must-win pistol. They've managed to do that and convert the second round as well. Well played to them. It should be quite an easy procedure here going forward, as they'll be up against the full eco. We saw this in the first half. But on the other side, you can see TyLoo, odds not looking too healthy there, but maybe that could be
or very healthy, depending on how you look at it.
Well, yes, exactly. If you're trying to make bank, maybe that's the right way to go. mousesports, yeah, not much money to be made there, I'm afraid. As we get into round 18, just as CZ, and Robs gets a deagle out again. He managed to get an extra $300 for his kill in the previous round, so maybe just trying to see what he can do here. As he'll look towards main entrance. Now on the outside play from TyLoo. Very fast, all together, using the utility, should be no problem whatsoever.
Shots out, DD takes advantage of Oscar, puts him down quite quick and easily. Shot back and AE takes out Rops, however, bomb already planted, and Chris just going to try and do economic damage at any possible way that he can, and nearly does. I thought that was a dink, I guess, with the head armor 35 that range. Yeah, I suppose. I would have thought it did a little more damage than that, but nonetheless, he goes down. No kills coming in from mousesports. They're going to set up and actually just look for exits at this point in time. Sonny's got head armor, so fair enough. Carry that into the first gun round, but with people approaching this position, they should be able to at least get one gun down. Sonny's lost the armor. Still fighting to try and pick up the SMG. Can't do that either.
Well, there we have it. Accurate to finish things off. We go into round number 19. Here's where the game really begins for both teams. Money should be pretty decent. I don't think Oscar for sports in the second round, so he should be able to bring out the AWP. Currently sits on 19 kills, 9 deaths. Known to be an absolute beast on this particular map. We'll see if that rings true. Rob still be quiet. He's normally a bit of a trained veteran. He only sits on 5 kills. There's the AWP for Oscar. Let's see if it works out for him. Currently resides towards the connector. We Sticko towards Ivy. Used to play inside for Hellraisers. Default round coming in from TyLoo. We'll be focusing towards Pop Dog. You'll see a lot of different approaches to this one. Go for that Totapole drop with 2 players to have ahead. Go down together, try and trade out a frag. As long as you get 1 for it. Even if you lose a player, that's absolutely fine. So that's the idea behind that sort of approach. Molotov as well is a nice idea to get the control of this area. That one not so much. Somebody will be taken down, but good response from Acura there. 4 versus 4 certainly favors the T side. As they go for their commitment with the smokes, they might be dropping down at this point. Here we go. Here it is.
Not exactly the most subtle flash. Double drop. In they go. No one there. Accurate's got the back side of the door covered in case someone did try and swing for them. He's going to use the ladder to try and peek and spot where Chris is inside of the site. Sticko winning Ivy does give them hope because it gives them room to work. Work within the back lines, unfortunately, however, because Chris has gone down. He was the only one directly on top of the bomb train. And the bomb itself, with 32 seconds, mousesports still have the advantage given that it is on the ground. Smoked off, they won't be able to see it, but Accurate oversteps the mark. Didn't know Rops had walked in behind them and was already, walked in behind him, I should say, but was already pre-scoped so as not to make noise and never would have spotted it. DD easily disposed of as he gets to the top of the ladder.
Well, there we go. It will be Sunny doing great work towards that outside area. With the M4A4 in hand, you see the approach TyLoo were going for there, just the first gun round, go for a default at the start, kind of feel out the maps, it will kind of set up mousesports are going for. Do they have the AWP? Can we try and get the benefit of the pop dog room in the very start? Good Molotovs and good flashbangs for them to get the control, but they lost frags towards main entrance as it was going on, got a little bit chaotic towards the end of the round, and it should be an eco at this point for them. Looking down the barrel at 13-7, this has to be quite a successful one, if I'm honest. CZ's 2 Deagles, well, 1 Deagle and a PT-50, got 3 sets of armor. Definitely can be classified as a partial buy. They're on the cusp of being able to buy, to be completely blunt, but round 20 should be relatively easy considering that great double orb setup's out now. Sticko being set up, but he's got his work cut out for him though as his teammate drops. Luckily Galil with 35 bullets. Will only be able to fire off about 10 though as he gets 2 kills, but still a 3 versus 3. This could fall apart, but Sunny's doing some great work here with the FAMAS. Precise as ever, and he's looking for the 3K. Not going to happen. Robs, that's so silly. Why is he going for that push? Doesn't make any sense. Wait for your teammate who's got an orb. Now you've put him in a really compromised position.
Absolutely. More so because Bintet's got the bomb.
Yeah, just so make him come to you. You're the defending team. You're going in 1 by 1, just trying to end it.
Oscar will go to the M4, which might be better suited in this situation.
I think Rops is getting frustrated. He's currently had, what, 12 kills, 12 deaths. Like, it's not his best work. He's just trying to kind of boost the numbers. He's just got a pistol, be fine. You've got to remember, this is an Asian squad, and players like Bentet have incredible aim and reactions, and this is going to be problematic now for Oscar.
This timing could be perfect for Oscar, however. Oh, I say that, Bintet actually goes by the bomb train. He didn't want to commit to the plant, having no information as to what was on the other side of it. This will give him a gun. If I'm not mistaken, that was the AWP he picked up, and it is. Bomb doesn't get planted. He nearly gets time to find an angle and find a shot. Oscar won't let him do so.
Yeah, sigh of relief there from Rops. That was a little bit too eager, young man. As we get into round number 21, 13-7. That was the eco from TyLoo, getting to the last few rounds now. We'll see whether TyLoo have anything left in the tank. This is good work from Sticko, but as I said, even with the pistols, a team like TyLoo are always going to be so deadly. Good work there from Sunny. I don't blame him for the bloodlust towards the end. Once that 3rd kill, he's already hitting amazing shots, so why not? Shotgun for Rops as his money gets a little bit weaker. And it's a full buy for TyLoo now. Akira back on the AWP. They lose this one with the 3rd stage loss bonus. That's pretty much game. Oh my goodness, Rops does get the opportunity for the shot, but luckily the awareness of DD to fall back, even while fully blind, does save him completely. 5 on 5 for now, and it's giving up the game that Robs only has a shotgun. So will they focus on this area to try and take him down?
Mag 7 at the corner can be absolutely, and I dare say will be absolutely lethal. Rops.
Get that AK.
Pretty straightforward. Hey, you're right. I probably would.
You would. I would as well. But it's just like he's been playing a smarter game now, I would say. So if he gets the AK, there's a chance he goes down. Now he's just set Oscar up. That's obviously the right thing to do. He's done a great job.
And, oh my goodness. I'm not sure that didn't do more damage, to be completely honest. AE down to 60 from that range. Even without the headshot, 60 seems low. 40 damage on a body shot. But, again, overextending for the AK. Goes a little more clever. Lets Oscar take the angle instead. Tries to swing around. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. But they have the man advantage.
Certainly do. Oscar flashing towards that lower ramp. He's trying to hunt for intel here. Didn't spot anyone. Might suggest they've fallen back, but they are there going for the boost. You don't really see this get too many kills, but it certainly can happen. Takes a bit of luck, but nothing there for now.
That paint can is so purposely placed. Yes. Because if that wasn't there, I think you'd see not only the CT connection, but you'd probably see the top of the little ramp that comes out of Z connector. It's almost frustrating and agonizing when you do boost up. Oh my goodness, Sticko. That's not an aspect ratio. He just plain didn't recognize that he saw him. And unfortunately, it's going to cost him. He gets one, thankfully, because if he got no one in that situation, it would have been the end of the round, surely, or at least the massive advantage to TyLoo. Instead, it's a 1-for-1 trade, and Sunny's able to close on Accurate, the last player remaining. We go 14-7 for mousesports.
Well, there we have it, 14-7, and the money, like we said, 3rd stage loss bonus without a bomb going down is a massive issue here for the Chinese squad. They're averaging about $2,500 per player, and 1 round away from map point. There we are.
I've put on a little weight over the 2 months, Henry. I apologize.
The other one did kind of look like me. I was actually quite good.
It's Slam, by the way, and he's a great guy. So
okay, you are friends with him as well.
I am friends with him. No, he won't.
He'll laugh. There we go. Clear that up.
just to be safe.
Yeah, and here we go. There's Incendiary, and it's going to be a rush towards Ivy. You just have to take the eco, I guess, and hope for the best. It could work out, though. They could fall back now. Don't have to commit. Hey, you're going down. Ran through. Was hoping to find the rifle, perhaps. I feel like they should have kept that advantage. There's me again.
It's on repeat.
It's on repeat, and it will be the 4 and 4. So they don't recover a rifle. I feel like they just fell back to the CZ. Then they could have made things really uncomfortable. But there's still a chance here, even with the 4 versus 3. Just takes one player to sneak past with the CZ, and all hell can break loose. As we'll see whether Oscar can pick them off here. He's certainly got a couple of targets in front of him, but does he know it? We'll have a look. Somebody will be waiting for the mistake. Maybe his teammates will make it first, though. That's going to be the round. Oscar does have a rare miss, but Sticko, lovely work by him. Finds map point for mousesports there. This is their pick. I'm more excited about Inferno coming up next. It's understandable. Brenna's just joining in. TyLoo have shown themselves to actually be a world-class team recently, managing to get to the semi-finals in Sydney, albeit through the system where if you get through the upper bracket, you go straight to the semi-finals, but they still took a map off phase there. Great work. It's not even the same lineup here. It's actually a stand-in. Captain Mo injured himself, so I'm sure he's watching. Get well soon. And his team have been putting up a decent performance for it. They beat Na'Vi with a stand-in on Overpass as well.
Beat Na'Vi, and keep in mind, both of these teams finished 3rd, 4th semi-finalists in Sydney. So perhaps this settles the score between them. Rops, rather, takes down Bintet. Somebody down to Chris J. And Sunny just running around inside of the site, able to push back through the smoke. This should be it. I say it with bated breath because Accurate does get a kill back, and AE does get Sunny as well. They've overcommitted, they've overextended, and they give an absolute chance to TyLoo, and that is pulled back because anything I say as a commentator immediately gets proven distrue, and it goes 16-7.
You can definitely see mousesports do have a problem when they know they've won a round. They do get a bit excited sometimes. And it's like, oh, just run, finish it off as quickly as possible. That could have fallen apart, but it didn't, so we'll leave it there. 16-7, it will be the victory in the first map of our best of 3 towards mousesports, the international superstars, as they look quite comfortable there throughout it. Remember, they sat on the T side as well, and they actually have a landslide victory. Bodes very well for the rest of the series, but it is Inferno next, which is TyLoo's pick. I'm sure they'll look a lot more comfortable there.
Hopefully so. I mean, yesterday they overcame the fact on Overpass that they had a stand-in and actually looked pretty good. But Train, as you said, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more angles. It becomes a little more difficult in that regard. But yeah, I agree. Hopefully they look a little bit more comfortable because yesterday was exciting. Today was almost agonizing, I think, to watch them at times. Frustrating at times.
Yeah, but I feel like they're going to do much better work. I think they might even take the next map, Matt. So we'll leave it there for now, and we're going to kind of get ourselves limbered up, ready for the next map. You're going to do your vocal exercises. I'll go lift some weights, and we'll throw it over